All right, Shalom. I want to start off as always by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Racha HaKodash. That is unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love unto the brothers out there doing his work in truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this morning's lesson, I wanted to read 3 scriptures here and tie them in the spirit. And I pray that it's edifying to you, brothers and sisters out there, all right? Lesson shouldn't be too long, but these are the 3 scriptures that came to mind as I was planning this lesson, okay? And I'm doing this lesson, brothers and sisters out there, to pretty much encourage you to keep your faith in your Bahashim Yahushai, man, all right? That may seem like a common saying, you know, but that's a very profound statement, is to keep your trust and belief in your Bahashim Yahushai. And the reason being is because you should be well aware that we're heading into a great trial and tribulation of our faith. If you don't know what's going on in the world and what's coming down the pipe, I highly suggest you pray unto the Most High, right? Pray unto the Most High and ask for understanding, man, because you should know what's going on, right? But it's imperative, bro. It's essential that we keep our faith in the Lord in the time that we're heading in. Because if your faith ain't in the Most High, bro, okay? If your trust isn't in the Most High, it's going to be very shaky for you, okay? Very shaky. So without further ado, I get into my first precept here. This is Proverbs 24 and verse 10. It says, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. Now, we face adversity, right? Here and there, you know? And certain adversities be harder than others, okay? But the adversity that I'm referring to is a time of Jacob's trouble, all right? The MOTB, famine, right? These are the adversities I'm talking about, okay, when they get real and our comforts are taken away. It says, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. Meaning your faith, right? Your faith is small because we all got strength, okay? All of us have strength. But how strong is your strength, okay? Are you relying on your own strength or you relying on the strength that's in your Bahashim Yahushai? That's very important because you can feel strong, right, and confident in yourself, but what's that to the Lord, man, if you're not trusting in him to do for you, okay? You want to have your faith and your trust, as I was saying in the beginning, in the Most High, man. So once again, it says, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. So the scripture not saying that you ain't got no strength. It's just your strength is small. Your faith, your confidence is small in the Lord. So it's important to put your trust in the Most High, man, so he can give you the strength that you need to make it through these times. Going here to my next precept, this is Psalms chapter 27, and I start at verse 13. It says, I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord Yahweh. So we're commanded to be patient, man. and wait on the Lord. And then it says, he shall strengthen thine heart. So if your strength is small, right? Hey, man, put your trust in the Most High, and he's going to strengthen your mind for you. We're all going to need it, bro. Okay? We're all feeble as hell. It's going to take the Most High to give brothers and sisters the spirit, man, the mindset to be able to go through a famine, to be able to go through, seeing unalivings, man, being thrown in jail, or possibly, facing being unalived yourself. It's going to take a strong mind, bro, to trust that, okay, if I do have to be unalived, I believe in a resurrection, okay? I believe that the Most High will raise me from the dead. He will bring me back with Yahushua, okay? The men of old, as you read in the scriptures, even going back to our forefather Abraham, he believed in the resurrection, man. He believed the Most High would raise Isaac from the dead, okay? Because the Lord made a promise to him that, look, this is going to be your promised seed. So we have to trust that the Most High ultimately can do what he has promised to do. So once again, it says, wait on the Lord Yahweh, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Be of good courage, man. The same thing that the Most High told Joshua when he was getting ready to enter the Holy Land, right? And give Israel their inheritance. He told them, hey, look, be courageous. I'm with you, bro. I know it may seem impossible, but you got me on your side. If we have the Most High on our side, brothers, nothing is impossible, man. So it's going to take putting your trust in the Most High to truly get through these hard times. But like we go through stuff, our brothers go through losses, ups and downs, man. But we haven't faced our livelihoods truly being taken from us in this world. We don't know what that feel like, okay? Being denied, medical care or, jobs, just money overall, okay? This new digital control grid that Esau is coming with, right? Basically the MOTB, if you don't bend the knee to what they want, you're going to be X'd out of society, man. Like at every level, like you won't be able to do nothing in society. So it's going to take the Most High to provide for us. Because if not, we'll eventually should die off. But that's not written to happen because the Most High promised to give us food and water, man. All right, Esau don't control food and water. That's up to the Lord that we eat, bro. If you eat today, the Most High got it written for you to eat today, bro. And that's how it's going to be in that time as well. Okay? So the last scripture I want to end with here, before I go to work, is Sirach 22, and the 16th verse. It says, as timber girt and bound together in a building cannot be loose with shaking, so the heart that is established by advised counsel shall fear at no time. So if you take heed to advised counsel, which is in the scriptures, brothers preaching and prophesying, giving you the advice of the Lord, you shall fear at no time. Why is that? Because you're trusting in the Most High, man. You're trusting in the Most High. And that trust is built over time, okay? Through things happening in your life, man. And you got to take heed to what's happening in your life, knowing that the Most High is doing things for you. Okay? Case in point, look at King David before he fought Goliath, man. He started to recount what the Lord had did for him when he faced adversity, man. He said, look, I slew a lion, I slew a bear, right? Most I say, he said, look, should the Lord save me from that? And he said, this damn heathen ain't gonna be no different. Even though what David was facing was impossible for him to achieve. But King David trusted in the Most High so much, he said, look, bro, this nigga ain't nobody. He said, this dude is nobody, bro. Y'all are afraid of his appearance. And the clout that's surrounding Goliath, man. That's what it was. It was the hype and the clout that surrounded Goliath that had Jake scared to fight him. When Jake had the Most High on their side. But they was afraid because of what they saw in the flesh, man. Just how our forefathers were when they saw them tall-ass Hamites, right? They saw them fenced wall cities. They were too scared to go into the Holy Land. They're like, bro, it's a chariot in the sky, bro. It's a freaking chariot in the sky. How are you afraid? But Jake was more afraid of what they saw in the flesh than trusting in the spirit, man. Don't be like that in these times, bro. Don't let Esau and what's coming down the pipe shake you up to where you don't even trust in the Most High, bro. Because you think that the Most High can't get you out of that situation. Brother, that's going to cost you your salvation, dog. Look, bro, it ain't a damn thing Esau can present that can trump the Most High, bro. Okay? That can stop the Most High from doing something miraculous. But if you don't believe, right, then as it says in Sirach chapter 2, bro, the Most High not going to defend you. He's not going to be with you. It tells you in 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 5, that it is our faith, right? The Most High is keeping us through our faith, meaning guarding us, protecting us. If you go into their word, he's protecting us because of our belief in him. Once you stop believing, then that protection or guard goes away. Psalms 34, right? In the, what is that, 7? The angel of the Lord and kept around them that fear the Lord. In so many words. So trusting in the Most High, you get that protection, man. Okay? So I'm gonna close out with that, man. Clock in here to work. But look, brothers, we have a sure word of prophecy, man. Esau gonna do what he gonna do. It's gonna be uncomfortable. It's gonna be trying. Okay. It's gonna be a lot of hard decisions being made at that time. It is what it is. But the victory is already written for us to overcome this thing, man. 1 John, right? Chapter 5. It said that we're gonna overcome this world through our faith. Not through guns, not through running fast or being strong or athletic. It's going to be truly trusting in the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, right, to overcome this thing. So the ball is in our court, man. Either you believe or you don't, okay? There is no gray area with the Most High, bro. He don't do that, okay? So I pray those edifying, man. All praise Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Chakadash. Shalom.